Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Sakura Halstead is on assignment. So let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The verdict is in. The case of an alleged rape has been resolved. And a woman is busted as DPS intercepts meth smugglers. The drug issue in the CNMI is being addressed. Also tonight, tourism isn't what it used to be. The local community takes on the greens. And in sports, a one-man relay race has paddlers heated up. Stay with us. These stories and much more are next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day into Row CNMI, a former law clerk is found guilty of sexual assault in Superior Court.
Late this afternoon, a Commonwealth jury returned a verdict of guilty on all accounts.
All victims deserve justice in some way or another. And this won't stop us. In fact, it's going to continue to propel us forward and seek justice.
I think the significance of this case is no means no. And it's been a long time since this community has backed that. No means no, consent matters.
You have any comments?
No comment, thank you.
Deliberation began yesterday in the trial of the CNMI versus William Abrazinskas. Abrazinskas was hired as a law clerk under Judge Kenneth Govendo. Not long after beginning his job, Abrazinskas was charged with the sexual assault of a coworker who told police the incident happened at his apartment when she delivered some mail to him shortly after his arrival on Saipan. The alleged victim, a fellow coworker, testified at the trial and says she assisted Abrazinskas through the hiring process and corresponded for 3 months over email prior to his arrival. They became friends, and to make the transition smooth, she says she helped him settle into the island, including offering her personal mailbox for him to use. The victim told police that what was supposed to be a mail drop-off turned into spending time together, and that an intoxicated Abrazinskas forced himself on her at his apartment after they went swimming. The trial began with jury selection on Monday, and this week that jury heard the CNMI's case before beginning their deliberations. Yesterday, before closing arguments, Judge Pro Tem Elise Iriarte discussed instructions for the jurors. It included their duty to apply law and facts, definitions of what evidence is and what it is not, and to determine the guilt or innocence of the accused. The defendant chose not to testify during the trial. During closing arguments, Franny de Mapan, representing the Commonwealth, spoke about the alleged victim and her dedication to her job and the importance of her family life. A graphic description of the sexual assault incident was presented to the jury, along with how the victim felt shame, and how she thought of everyone else before herself, not wanting to ruin Easter or let down her boss, Judge Govendo, by bringing what happened up. In closing arguments, the public defender, Charlene Brown, representing Abrazinskas, compared and contrasted the victim's testimony with the messages that were exchanged between the two. A timeline of what was said at a particular times and days was presented on a PowerPoint along with emojis that were sent. The defense attorney emphasized that there was correspondence between the two well after the alleged incident, and also told the jury that none of the victim's friends or family noticed any bruising or injuries. The CNMI concluded by stating that it's not about emojis and that assault doesn't always leave markings, it's about consent. Abrazinskas was charged with sexual assault in the first degree and assault and battery and disturbing the peace.
A collaboration of law enforcement organizations joined to secure the arrest of an island drug smuggler. A consortium of CNMI law enforcement agencies all collaborated in securing the arrest.
As you know, that these recent days, the task force under the Department of Public Safety, in collaboration with the Department of Corrections, the Division of Customs and Biosecurity, along with the Alcohol, Brevets, and Tobacco Control, had successfully intercepted 3 pounds of meth that was doing an operation that started since August 30. The subject that was identified in this drug bust was Miss Millie Regis Mantonona from Guam, and she's a 48-year-old resident, and her arrest brings to our continuous and vigilance of intercepting these drugs that's coming into the CNMI.
Ms. Reyes was found to be in possession of 1.3 pounds of methamphetamine during a random carry-on baggage search while she was entering the Saipan International Airport. A search warrant was obtained, and on the 31st of August, 2 more pounds of meth were found in a rental apartment in Garapan. She is being held on $100,000 of bail. Is that a lot of meth?
3 pounds is a lot. I mean, take a look at this. Now that we with the collaborative efforts again with the group here, just a few months ago, they did intercept it through the postal, through the courier that we have here, and it's the exact same amount. It's 3 pounds. So again, this telling us that there is still a constant issue with our methamphetamine issue to the CNMI.
At $200 per gram and 454 grams per pound, 3 pounds of methamphetamine would have a street value of over $272,000. Department of Corrections Commissioner Anthony Torres.
You know, the task force has been delivering since we've decided to combine and get together and renew this partnership. We all have great relationships here. We're going to continue to collaborate. We're going to continue to fight this. And I do ask the community that if you see something, say something, report it, please. This substantial amount of drugs is taken off the streets that could negatively impact lives, families out in our community. So this is a huge win, but we're going to continue to fight this. We see the negative impacts, right? It's killing families. It's affecting families. We don't want this stuff on the streets. So just as much as DOC is focusing on rehabilitation, we're also going to enforce it, right? We're going to hold people accountable to the highest level possible.
All of the agencies present while combating the problem of methamphetamine are well aware that the arrival of fentanyl into our communities is only a matter of time. Coming up, welcome to Saipan. Our Jason Sanchez greets incoming passengers. And Locals supporting locals. Tourism on our sister island of Guam.
Heat stroke is one of the leading causes of non-crash, vehicle-related fatalities among children. Vehicle heat stroke occurs when a child is left in a hot vehicle, allowing for the child's temperature to rise in a quick and deadly manner. In today's fast-paced world and with our busy schedules, we often tell ourselves that we would never leave our child in the back seat of the car, yet it can still happen. Take action if you notice a child alone in a car. Protecting children is everyone's business. Even in cooler temperatures, your vehicle can heat up to dangerous temperatures very quickly. Keep your vehicle locked and keep your keys out of reach. Make it a habit to look before you lock and avoid putting children at risk of heat stroke. Help us prevent hot car deaths in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands Department of Public Safety.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
The CNMI Society of Professional Journalists, led by Tomas Manglona, hosted their monthly luncheon, this time at Pepoy's Cafe in Susupe. The event featured invited special guest Esther Muña. The Society took this opportunity to learn from Ms. Muña, CHCC CEO for over 10 years, about the issues that most affect Commonwealth Health Services and why she feels it's important that the media share these concerns with the general public.
First of all, I really appreciate this opportunity to talk to the journalists. It's a good group. I wanted to emphasize that the Medicare and healthcare is complex, and it is a conversation that we need to have with the media continuously. And in regards to funding, I think there should be more news about that. Because even federal partners read about these. The media, they read actually your paper. They want to hear what's happening locally, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to especially for me as a health official, to kind of share that there really needs to be a lot more messaging about funding healthcare, making sure that there is adequate funding so that we can do what we're supposed to do, which is really make sure that services are available, accessible, and affordable for our people, so that they can access care and not get preventive care and not just get to the hospital when they're really, really sick. We want to be able to improve health outcomes for our community, and we need to pay for it. We need we need funding for it. So that's one of the messages I had today.
A major conversation took place with local media about the financial disconnect between the Commonwealth Medicaid Agency, medical referrals, and the CHCC.
One of the things that I was suggesting, or we were suggesting as a health organization is that in order for us for medical referral to be sustainable, we need some of the funds to be able to, from the Medicaid program, to be able to pay for it. And that's something that we need to work together with the CNMI government and to be able to make sure that that is in the plan and that it's acceptable so that we can get reimbursed for the services that we provide for medical referral patients. So we want it to be sustainable. We don't want to keep going back to the table asking for more money. We want to be able to make sure that it's available for us to use for our people. And the only way to do that, if the government doesn't have the funds, then we would like to for Medicaid, which is that's what it's for, to help people access care whether within the CNMI or outside the CNMI. So that's what we want to see, come out of it.
The tourism industry has taken a big hit since the pandemic. Recovering from its effects has been a challenge.
In June, Japanese arrivals to Guam were off over 70% and Korean arrivals were off close to 60%. Businesses that used to rely on tourists are now gearing towards the locals to stay afloat. John Kramer, a former Saipan hotel executive, knows regional tourism well and says that tourism on Guam and Saipan are facing many similar challenges. Kramer runs Country Club of the Pacific, a local golf course on Guam, which is owned by Ken Corporation, a Japanese real estate investment company and the local owners of Saipan's Aqua Resort. He says when guests from outside are scarce, the surrounding community supports and sustains each other.
There's been spurts of where it feels like it's pretty good, not totally back, but it's not fully back at all. We're still heavily reliant on our local resident customers, and military and visitors like that have been great, and they've supported us all along.
Everyone loves a good deal. We asked Kramer what specials the locals can get in on for some tea time.
Our ongoing local promotion is a stamp card. So you get a stamp for every time you play. Once you get to 6 stamps, your next round's free.
Loyalty programs pay off, and so do building relationships. When you care about what you do and the people you serve, you go above and beyond for them.
The local customers call in. They prefer to call in or send an email or text me, hey Kramer, can you squeeze me in on Saturday? I get a lot of those.
Locals supporting locals keep businesses the community enjoys open.
This is the segment of the news we like to call Welcome to Saipan, where our roving reporter, Jason Sanchez, meets and greets arriving air passengers and queries them about where are they coming from and what are they looking forward to in Saipan. Jeremy is flying in from Guam via Japan.
So we're going to do a one-day trip over to Tinian and do a fire protection survey for the local community, and then come back over here to Saipan.
Jeremy comes to the CNMI regularly to do environmental work, but he is originally from California.
It's a little bit different environment, but yeah, not as humid as it is out here.
A lot more fire.
Yeah, California definitely has a lot more fires. Yeah, there's actually a big fire going on right now in California. We always enjoy our time here. Everybody's always nice and very hospitable, and it's always a good time to come out here.
Kendall is traveling from Guam on a business trip.
I love to pick up the bread from Oha's Bakery, like the mango and the apple bread. We don't really have that on Guam, so of course I have to get some bulutan and bring it home.
She travels here often, so Jason asked if she has family here.
I don't, but I have a lot of friends, so I just want to shout out to them. Hi Ha'ani, and then also Bonita Basula. I get all my jewelry from there, so hi guys.
Is there a difference between Guam and Saipan?
Okay, that's a tough one because I know we're very similar and we each have that inviting Hafaday spirit. I think on Guam, it's the people, right? Saipan has their own people and Guam has their own people, and we're amazing. So I think when we come together as one and we get to connect with our Chetlu from, Saipan and Guam, I think just bridging that gap is a lot of fun. I don't know what's really different, but you kind of see it when you talk to people or, we get to eat the food.
Kelsey and Quincy are arriving all the way from Houston, Texas.
This is my first time in Saipan, yes it is. I really don't have any expectations. I know that I'm going to have a blast. I'm here with the local, somebody who hasn't been here in a while, but really just waiting to see what's in store for me here on the island.
Has Kelsey filled you in about her life on this island?
I haven't gotten a lot of stories. I just know this is where she's from. I know this molded her into the woman that she's become. So this is something I definitely have been wanting to explore for myself for a while, just to kind of see, what makes her her.
I wanted to show him, the beautiful island, the amazing food we have out here, and then also playing golf with my dad, because my dad loves golf. So definitely looking forward for that.
For sure.
And so is she, Quincy. So is she.
I'm so happy to be home. I haven't been home since 2018, so just looking forward to seeing the island and see what's changed and what's remained the same.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your island.
These are Kelsey's proud parents.
We are so happy, and what we want to say to our daughter is just as long as she's happy, we bless her. We give her our blessing, we give her our love, and we are so happy that she's back. We love her so much. She's been gone for a long time, and she graduated with a high honors in nursing.
From where?
From University of Portland in Oregon. And she has a great job over there, and she's very happy. And she's right here again. So come here, baby girl. And she's my baby.
I was being nosy. I wanted to hear what they were going to say.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We are so very proud.
Coming up in sports, Saipan paddlers meet to compete in a V1 relay race.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Holiday Cinemai. Did you know that car crashes are the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 13? In order to keep your children safe during a car crash, make sure you select the right type of car seat for their age and size. A rear-facing car seat should be used from birth to 12 months or up to 3 years old. Forward-facing car seats are for children from 1 to 3 or up to 7 years old. Booster seats are for children from 4 to 7 or up to 12 years old. Seat belts are for children 8 to 12 years old or older. For a seat belt to fit properly, the lap belt must lie snugly across the upper thighs, not the stomach. The shoulder belt should lie snugly across the shoulder and chest and not across the neck or face. Do not move your child to the next car seat level until he or she reaches the top height and weight limit allowed by your car seat's manufacturer. Remember, your children are the most precious cargo when driving. Keep us safe and buckle us in. We depend on you. Thank you.
Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483 888-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans, this past weekend before the stormy weather hit, the Va'a community held a local race.
On Saturday, 3 local teams in the CNMI paddled into the distance during their V1 relay race. V1 is an outrigger canoe with a one-man hull. Members from Saipan Paddling Club, Marianas Pacific Paddlers, and Marianas Outrigger Club were all present. The route, Kilili Outer Tank, Susupi Tank, and back to the beach between the flags.
Carter, what is your strategy?
Have fun.
Red flag up, and shortly after, green flag is next, and they're off. Emma from SBC making strides in, handing off to Alana. Lori from MOC coming in hot.
Breathe.
Dana from SBC and Maria from MPP neck and neck. And they make the handoff to Janisha from SPC and Max from MPP. A quick turnaround and it's a go. Some paddlers practice their turns in a V6 for the upcoming Micro Cup competition in October. In the end, Women's League Dana Macaranas and Janisha Dubraw, Men's League Carter Kama and Ben Olopai, and Juniors League Emma Chong and Alana Hayes take first place.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Please be advised that high surf and flood watch advisories continue from now through Saturday night at 7 p.m. Tonight's forecast is mostly cloudy with an 80% chance of heavy showers and thunderstorms. The weekend will continue to be wet and wetter with a 100% chance of isolated heavy showers both Saturday and Sunday, highs of 85 and lows of 77 degrees. Note that KCPN's Bob Caldine informed us that as of this afternoon, 10.3 inches of rain have already fallen this week on Chalan Galide. While tonight's sunset will be at 6:20 p.m., tomorrow's sunrise will be at 6:06 a.m., and Bob Caldine will be waiting for the sun to rise to ready his canoe to ride the rapids down the mountain and splash ever so gently into the jade green waters of Micro Beach. I'm only kidding. Have a great weekend, CNMI, and I will see you near the water from on the land. Well, that's news, sports, and weather, CNMI. I'll be back on Monday with Sakura.